Okay, so welcome back to part 3, where we're going to go over how to make a diagram to see the relationship between all the tables of this database. To do that, just to refresh it back to the beginning, you're going to select your database on the left-hand pane, the Object Explorer. Select the plus button to the left-hand side of that to expand the view of all your options. You're going to see an option for database diagrams. You're going to right-click that and select New Database Diagram. Now it'll provide you all the available tables that you can select from to show their relationship. In this case, I'm going to select all of them, so I'm going to hit Shift and highlight all the way to the end for the vendor 2 and select Add. This should then pop up all the tables. I'll close this up, and you can see how it's already making a connection to some of these here. So we've got customer invoice line, and I see a disconnect here between our product and our vendor 2. This should be pointing to one of the other tables. So looks like I did not add a key where it belongs to make the connection. We're going to check to see which table that is. So we should have customer to invoice to account transaction, and then invoice to line, and then to product and vendor. So customer, invoice, account transaction, line. And we don't have line to product and then to vendor. So in our line, we should have primary key. Let's see. I'm going to bring this down here so we can look at this a little better. All right. So line should go here, and then it goes down to vendor. So our invoice number should possibly be referencing this invoice number here. Our line number is our primary key, which somehow that got messed up. Must have been some correction I made somewhere along the line. Invoice number is there. Line number is the primary key. Okay. Yeah, that's the primary key. Okay. Product code is the one that should be the foreign key. So let's make that adjustment in our table. So we can see that change. So back to our query. Down here at the bottom, I'm just going to make the change, make sure this is on the sales database. And I'm going to type in command alter table. And we're altering, which table was that again? The product. We're altering the line table because it's going to reference the product code as the foreign key. So product. And we're going to add a constraint. And we're going to name this product number foreign key. Let's take that all capital number prod. Foreign key. Referencing product number. See if I can move this a little bit so you can see it better. number references. So it looks like the other ones. I believe it was referencing. It's actually supposed to be line. Line. Product. Alright. That should be correct. Alright, so we're changing the line table to add the product number, which we're naming our foreign key, prod number foreign key, which is referencing the product prod number here, which is our primary key. It's actually product code. Let me double check that. Product code. Okay. It says a code, not number. Alright, highlight it, execute. Command is done. Now let's go back, see if we can update our diagram, see if it updates automatically. No. Okay, I'm going to close it. No, we're not going to save it. We're going to create a new one. Select all, hit add, hit close. We should have invoice, customer, account transaction. That looks about right now. So, invoice, line, there we go. So this should look fairly similar. So we've got customer, invoice, and account, invoice to line, line to product, and product to vendor. Customer, invoice, account, invoice to line, line to product, product to vendor. Now that looks a little more accurate. So there's our diagram there. And anytime you have that issue, you can always just add later by using the alter table statement, adding a foreign key or a primary key. You can always alter it after the fact. Next, we're going to go ahead and we're going to set up running a backup job. So I'm going to grab a spare USB. Hold on. Now, since we have our diagram, we're going to go ahead and right click on our SQL Server agent. And we're going to create a new job. This is going to automate our backups. We're creating a job to make our backups automated. So you select on job. And then from here, I'm going to name this sales database backup. Okay. And we're going to add a step by selecting new. And from here, I tell it what to do. Call it sales database backup step. Okay. And it should be T-SQL. We want this to run actually on our sales DB. I don't know why I selected the wrong one. And then from here, just hit OK. Run as. I don't remember if I have to put one in particular. Okay, there's our step. And then from here, we're going to go to schedules. We're going to hit new, see if we can schedule this out. We're going to call this daily. It's going to be reoccurring. Reoccurs daily, once a day, 12 a.m. That's fine. Starting at, then we got our start date, when it's going to start. Today is essentially the 24th, so we're going to have no end date. It's going to run forever. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. And that will essentially run our backup for us, just to make sure it's there. If you select the plus sign next to the SQL Server agent, it'll give you a drop down. Select your jobs, and you'll see there should be one specific for our sales database backup right here. Okay? And if you want to run it, if you want to take a look at the properties, just open it up and see what everything's set to. Scheduled. So if you have any notifications. And that's about it. So thanks again for joining me for another video. I should have more in the future. And see you again.